All right. So today, I'm so excited. I'm with my friend.
Hey, y'all.
My friend, Tiara. She's a dream coach. So we're going to be talking about dreams, and I'm even going to have a little dream session, which I'm really excited to share because you all get to see like what it's like to go through a session with Tiara. So, Tiara. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
I'm so happy. This is overdue. I feel like I've known you forever and you've been working since I met you. So I'm like super excited to be chatting with you today.
Yes, I'm excited too.
Yes, sis. No, I love this girl. Tiara Larae Johnson, also known as TLJ, is one of the hardest working women that I know. What I love most about her is her commitment to make sure us entrepreneurs get to see our dreams for our business realized and manifested. She has a dream challenge every month. She has a dream mapping operation. She is committed and her work speaks for herself. So dream coach. Like, how did you get to the point where you were like, I want to focus on dreams?
Well, I mean, I've always had like a burning desire to make anything that comes to my mind happen. And so dreams, it's like, why can't you accomplish that? Why can't you make it happen? And then I watched my grandmothers pass away, not being able to live their dreams. I watched friends and people pass away, not being able to live their dreams. Yeah. And nothing was stopping them. So dreams have always been fascinating to me. So I was just like, you know what? I'm about to accomplish all my dreams, so I need to help other people do the same thing.
And what does that look like? Like to say, you know what? I'm gonna help people accomplish their dreams.
It's really holding people accountable. So I'm like that coach, like, hey, yo, get up, let's do this. You said you was gonna do it. Like, you gonna let yourself down. Yeah. I have a dream map process that will, get to go over where you give people tangible action steps. Because a lot of people just go from not doing nothing to, I need a 5-page business plan. That's not realistic.
Yes.
So a lot of accomplishing dreams is just being realistic, meeting yourself where you are to provide those action steps so you can get going.
I love that. Sometimes I feel like though the word dream is so generic nowadays, like in terms of the dream that we have for our life. Why is it becoming such a buzzword? I feel like
dream. I guess I don't know. Like, I guess because I've been doing this since before it was popular. So now get everybody like, oh my God, I want to live my dreams.
Yes, that's such a thing.
I want to get out here. I want to make it happen. But because I'm not moved by popularity, it's just something dope to me regardless of who likes it and who doesn't.
Okay, so there's like this dream that we may have for our life, but then there's like the dreams that we have in our sleep. Like, are those real? How do you feel about those?
I think so, because I've been doing a lot of research on like premonition and like you being aware of what you want to do. And I feel like if you have a vision for something, your dreams are your footprints to make that happen. So I believe like if you can dream it, you can do it. Okay. Like, it's a reason why it's coming up in your sleep or coming up like in the things that you do, because it's meant for you to do it. Right. So I don't think that anybody would dream something or do something that wasn't meant for them to do.
Do you have an example in your own life?
So since I was little, I've always seen myself working with people. I've always seen myself being on red carpets. I've always seen myself speaking to crowds. And that was always my vision. And so now to see it manifest, it's just like, this is exactly what I said. Like, everything I said I was going to do at 26, 27, it manifested. Right. Because I've always thought about it. I had a vision for it. I had a dream for it. So I do believe that dreams really do come true.
Do you think, like, is there ever a point in your process where you don't feel so confident about it? I get like that.
Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, but never not confident about it, because I don't think that it's not going to happen. Like, I know it's going to happen, because why wouldn't it? If I'm putting the work into it, if I'm believing in myself, if I'm praying and manifesting, like, why wouldn't it happen? So I've never not felt confident in it. Sometimes I do too much.
What does that look like? Because, I feel like guilty.
Yeah, like just doing too much. Just like wanting everybody else's dreams better than they wanted for themselves. And so I had to take a step back and be like, nah, sis, nah, bro. Like, I'm first. You know what I'm saying? So it's just taking that step back and being realistic.
Right. And so, okay, sometimes that word kind of gets me realistic, because I feel like, we make these goals for ourselves. And for me specifically, I've asked myself, like, is that a realistic goal? So what do you mean when you say realistic?
When I say realistic, like, okay, so financially, sometimes things cost a lot of money, right? So if you want to have a t-shirt line and you can't print 1,000 t-shirts, what can you do in the meantime? In the meantime, you can drop the design on a mock-up and do pre-orders. That's
Gotcha.
realistic.
Yes,
don't
I
just go
like
out there
that.
and buy 1,000 shirts because it's like you don't know if they're gonna sell. But more realistically is do pre-orders.
Right.
See if anybody wants that product, and then you can tweak it on the back end. People just be like, oh, I'm putting in $5,000 and I'm going.
Yeah.
And then
I
be
see that all the
mad
time.
when rent come up and they like, well, it did sell. So it's just like be smart, be realistic in your goals.
What do you think is like, what do you think stops most people? Like, there's fear, it's such a thing, but is there anything else that stops us from living our
Just
dreams?
life. Like, you know what I mean? Life really just stops people because people have kids, people get married, people get into relationships end, but when you in that moment in your relationship, you just, all you can think about is being in love. You don't think about the fact that like 6 months from now, this person can be a demon seed. You know what I'm saying? So,
Demon seed, shit.
like something like that, you know, I think people, just life happens. Like, you know, people don't plan parenthood. Sometimes people don't plan to be married.
Yeah.
People don't plan to lose their jobs. And so when things like that happen, that's discouraging. You can go from I know somebody who was making $80,000 a year whose job just let them go. And you got this big lifestyle. You're not going to be thinking about the purpose of your life, or you're not going to be thinking about your dreams. You're going to be thinking about how can I survive? It's a mental thing. It's like you overcoming yourself and still moving forward.
I can say that because like even there was a fear around me doing this consistently because I would always say I want to do it. I would always want to do it.
Yeah.
And then I was really just afraid. I feel like personally I've hid behind everything else I've created. And so now I gotta now I have a chance to like operate as myself and own who I am and not be afraid. But it's so, I mean, it's scary, right? To like live our dreams. But okay, so tell me if I'm using this right. Because when I think about dreams, I'm like, yo, I got this dream of working with Oprah.
Yeah.
Right, so is that...
That's a dream. It's tangible because that's what you want to do. Like, they always say you 6 degrees away from, like, the person that you want to meet.
I'm about 1 away from my girl.
Right.
I can't even lie. One away.
You in the door, sis.
Yeah.
You in the door. You pretty close. So, I mean, that's pretty tangible. You just have to put yourself in those circles.
Okay.
Like, you look and see, like, what is Oprah attracted to?
Yeah.
What kind of people are on her show? What kind of people is she around? And so, you know, you get into those same circles and then it'll happen.
You think it's that easy?
I think so,
I mean,
too.
I think so. I believe in this stuff because for me, my way of manifesting was putting Oprah magazine covers on my wall.
Right.
And then 1.5 years later, I got a call to work on her show, like to work on Diamonde Fix My Life. So I feel like, and granted, I was like very invested in making this stuff happen, but that was like part of my process. Do you have a process?
I definitely think so. I think my process first is prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Making prayer my priority. That'll be my first thing. And just every morning when I wake up, I'm claiming what I want my day to be. I'm claiming what I want my dreams to be and my business to be. And so from that, you know, expectation breeds manifestation. So my process is just...
Okay, hold on. Can you say that again? That was good. I'm sorry. That like resonated with me.
Yes, expectation breeds manifestation. That's something that also my pastor's been preaching about. So I think for me, it's just that I'm always in the forefront of positivity. And that's changing my circles, changing my connections, changing my levels. Just always just being around things that can take me to another level and not hold me back. You know, so I think my process is just positivity in all aspects and just always just basking in things that will help me to level up.
All right. So, wow. That's like really resonated with me. I love you so much. All right. So, we are going to get into this dream session now.
Yes. What is your why and what is your purpose?
Yeah.
Because if you know what your why is, it'll keep you motivated to keep going, and then your purpose is what fulfills you.
Yeah.
So before we get started with the dream map, what is your why?